Mentalo, I have been just racking my brain trying to come up with a suitable partner for you to take on Danny Duggan and Shawn Martins to earn one last championship match here in CWE. I've been trying to come up with somebody who will give you the best odds of winning, and then it occurred to me, we've got resources here in CWE. We've got GameChangers.ca. So I reached out to Kelly Kellner and the team down at GameChangers.ca because nobody knows odds better than them. And here's how it breaks down. In any given wrestling match, be it singles, tag team, whatever, you have a 50-50 chance of defeating your opponent. Now, we have to take into consideration, Mentalo, that Shawn Martins just won the Rumble to Remember, and he is on an incredible hot streak. So that's going to drop your odds of winning all the way down to 33 1/3% chance. I'm not liking where this is going. Now, factor in, Hotshot Danny Duggan is the reigning CWE champion. We're going to knock another 10% off for that. You are at 23 1/3% chance of bringing your partner into this match and winning. And we have to deduct 5% for the mask as well. So you now have an 18 1/3% chance of winning this match. We need to get those numbers up, Mentalo. We need to bring in a ringer here. We need someone who has, let's say, recently eliminated 20% of the competitors in the Rumble to Remember. That's going to get you 41 1/3% chance of winning. We need somebody who just came off a 7-month championship reign in CWE this year. You're now at 64 2/3% chance of winning. And we're going to get you somebody who has an IQ of over 190. Mentalo, that's going to give you a 118 1/3% chance of winning. That's a lock. That's a guaranteed win, Mentalo. When you team up with the mastermind, Kevin Cannon, next week to take on Danny Duggan and Shawn Martins for one last title shot. In fact, it is such a guaranteed win, you won't even have to worry about the fact that if you lose, you never, ever get to challenge for that title again.
Boston Bruiser, Kevin O'Doyle.
We are off and running on CWE Adrenaline. Dynamite Dave Petro at ringside, joined once again. He's back from assignment. Andrew Hustler Patterson. Hustler, welcome back to CWE Adrenaline.
Dave, great to be back with you ringside and very much looking forward to these two CWE stars going head to head. Lots going on in the tag team division right now.
Absolutely. You see him entering the ring right now. Kevin O'Doyle, the Boston Bruiser, one half of the CWE Tag Team Champions, and we're awaiting his opponent, Travis Cole. And as you know, the stipulations in the next couple of weeks are, if Travis Cole can beat the Boston Bruiser, and if Bobby Shink can beat AJ Sanchez, the team of Travis Cole and Big Bobby Shink get a shot at the tag champs.
Well, you know what? I mean, Cole and Shink seem to have a lot of momentum going on right now, but beating Kevin O'Doyle and AJ Sanchez, no easy task. Let's see what Travis Cole has for us tonight.
Look at the Boston Bruiser. As I said before, when you see him, he's just miserable. He is a mean man. I don't even think he ever has a good day. Maybe when he's at the pay window getting his money, being one half of the tag champs, and Travis Cole looks fired up tonight.
Doesn't look like a very fun guy to go on a cross-country road trip with. Can you imagine spending 8 hours in the car with the Bruiser?
We are off and running. The bell is rung, and Travis Cole with a big chop and a big forearm shiver to the big man, Kevin O'Doyle. He's huge.
You got to get going early if you're, the size of Travis Cole, because he is at a serious disadvantage when it comes to size and weight tonight. But certainly a technician, he's going to need to get the job done tonight.
Look at that. He just collides with him. It's just like driving your car into a tree. Maybe you're your old Datsun into a tree. Maybe not like a tank or something, but look at, he hasn't even got down, the bruiser. He's staggering out, and Travis Cole's going to try it one more time. Oh, didn't work out.
Gotta say, Travis Cole's got a special style to him that not many others in the CWE have, and some of the moves he has, Kevin O'Doyle could probably only wish he could do. However, when you've got that sort of strength and power, there's no greater equalizer, Dave.
Absolutely. Travis Cole, a little less flamboyant than he was in years past, and he's all business. And of course, him and, like you said, Bobby Shink have had such tremendous success in the tag team division, and if they can just meet these challenges right now, if Travis Cole can beat the Boston Bruiser, and next week, if Bobby Shink can beat the Canadian Crusher AJ Sanchez, then they're in line for a shot at the tag team straps.
Ooh, Cole probably is losing a bit of wind after that one. Not a lot of room when you get Kevin O'Doyle's midsection in the gut.
Yeah, exactly. And just hope he didn't have beans as maybe the pregame meal. Maybe some Boston baked beans. I don't know.
Pray for people at ringside.
CWE Adrenaline off and running. Dave Petro, Hustler Patterson. Hustler, of course, from Winnipeg Sports Talk. Weekdays on YouTube, 1 o'clock, Monday through Friday, Central Time.
Yeah, you can, of course, check the podcast as well if you can't check it live. And who knows, we may have some big CWE news on the show at some point soon with everything going on around the CWE Heavyweight Champion.
Podcast drops each day at 3 p.m. Central Time. Oh, big shoulder block. I think the ring even moved. Good grief.
Between the rear end and the front end, Travis Cole's midsection has been taking a beating in this match against Kevin O'Doyle.
Here he comes. Just ducks under. Travis Cole rolls him up. Can we have him? 1, 2, 3. He got him. He got him. Travis Cole scores the pin and gets the hell out of Dodge.
The Bruiser cannot believe it. The agility of Travis Cole proved to be the difference maker, even with the incredible size difference in this match.
We're going to find out next week if Travis Cole and Bobby Shink get a title shot as Shink goes one-on-one with AJ Sanchez. But right now, your winner, Travis Cole.
Here at our interview area with the team of Red Hot Summer that had a most unusual experience at the Rumble to Remember. Sammy Pepper's on my right, Bryce Bentley on my left. That was a very, very difficult experience for you guys. I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a brutal beating in the ring. Happened to me, unfortunately, many times. Young guys like you, it's part of the learning curve. But a little bit of, I think, a little bit of humiliation maybe that you're feeling that the Degenerates really delivered on the kind of offense they said they could in the ring. Granted, a lot of weapons involved, but nonetheless, you weren't left in the best of shape at the conclusion of that tag match.
You're absolutely right, Marty. Sorry, my head's just a little fuzzy still. We took one of, if not the biggest beatings of our lives in that ring at the pay-per-view. And nothing to take away from the Degenerates. We were outside of our environment and they took advantage and they beat us to an inch of our lives. But you know what? There's something that's kind of irking me right now, Marty.
Okay.
I don't recall, my memory might be a little off, but I don't remember being pinned.
No. Neither of you guys were pinned. Nobody was pinned in the match.
We did not submit. We got beaten to a pulp, but we did not quit.
You made a good point. There was no quit in you. The referee, he put an end to the contest. But where do you go from here?
You know, it's funny, I heard from the Degenerates last week, and they said something about being on top of the tag team division, that they're the best tag team out there, they need those tag team titles. Degenerates, you haven't beaten us. You haven't beaten us. We have not quit. And you know what? I think it's time. You want to throw the rule book out the window? I think we need to go one step further, Marty. I think we're not going to quit. No. So we need to challenge Tyler James and Drag Neil to an I Quit match.
An I Quit match. The Red Hot Summer against the Degenerates to an I Quit match. Bentley, you're up behind this decision?
100%, Marty. Once we're medically cleared, I hope the Degenerates are ready, because we are coming in red hot!
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Popeye Supplements, 6 Winnipeg locations: Portage Avenue, Kenniston Boulevard, Narran Avenue, St. James, McPhillips, and St. Mary's.
Hey Canada, it's nice to meet you. We're Mary Brown's famous chicken and taters, started in Newfoundland almost 50 years ago. Today the secret's out, and we're coast to coast across Canada. Yep, that's our food you're drooling over. Made fresh from scratch in store. No fillers, never pre-formed or pre-breaded. Handcrafted, not machine-made. Real food from genuine people. As original as the island where it all began. Mary Brown's, honest to goodness.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: Popeye Supplements, 6 Winnipeg locations: Portage Avenue, Kenniston Boulevard, Narran Avenue, St. James, McPhillips, and St. Mary's.
Mary Brown's Chicken with 14 Manitoba locations.
The team of James Roth, Cwe and Zamil.
Back at it on CWE Adrenaline. Dave Petro, Hustler Patterson ringside. And Hustler, this is a big 6-man tag match.
A lot of beef in the ring coming up. What's with this guy's Twitch, Dave?
Zamil. We saw him at the Rumble to Remember. Didn't make a very impressive showing for himself there, but is he sucking his thumb?
I was just about to say, he's brought his own pacifier to the ring right now. And here are my guys.
Chad Daniels joining the father and son team of the Collinses, the Rebel Bobby Collins, and of course, the big man. Look at this guy.
I tell you straight up, if I'm in the ring and I see Brendan Collins walking out looking like that, I'm pulling a Kevin Cannon and going the other direction, far away from the ring as I can get.
Brendan Collins has won numerous bodybuilding titles all over North America, and of course now cutting a swath in the world of professional wrestling right here in the CWE. And I don't know if I'm Zamil and if I'm James Roth and Corey Diamond, I'd be hesitating like they are right now about stepping in the ring.
No doubt about that. I gotta say, Bobby Collins is walking about a foot taller these days with Brendan around at the ring. A proud father, but also with the most physically imposing specimen in CWE at his side.
We are off and running. Here we go. Chad Daniels going one-on-one with the impressive newcomer James Roth. Shoots him off the ropes, big shoulder tackle. Roth has put on some beef in the last couple of weeks. I'm talking about muscle, that's for sure.
And Roth's been wrestling everybody as well. I mean, over the last few months, he's really taken on all comers in CWE. And, well, it just goes to speak that he was stepping the ring with the Collins boys right now with his partners because let's just say they're underdogs heading into this matchup.
Look at that. Oh, and a huge arm drag takeover. Chad Daniels in control on the impressive rookie. Both men very impressive in this early going here on CWE Adrenaline. Want to tell everybody about our main event coming up. The headline, Sean Markins. He's tagging up with the mastermind Kevin Cannon, taking on EZ Ryder and Josh Cheeks Holliday. It's going to be a big one.
Well, Josh Cheeks Holliday and Kevin Cannon. No love lost between those guys, but here we go. Bobby Collins coming in, ready to rough things up in the middle of the ring.
Oh, look at this. He's just getting roughed up by Corey Diamond. Corey Diamond probably has 100 pounds on him and a huge body slam right in the middle of the ring and drops the leg. Not a la Hulk Hogan, more Corey Diamond style, that's for sure.
Well, Corey Diamond's got a nice start off going up against the Rebel Bobby Collins, but of course the other Collins lurking behind the ropes and ready to go at the moment of a tag.
And here he comes.
Here it is.
The big man. Oh, huge coastline. Almost decapitates. And Zamil gets one for good measure as well. Look at this. Brendan Collins now. All 6 men in the ring. What are we going to have? Oh, Corey Diamond hard into the turnbuckles. Zamil tries to go. He ducks under. Look at this.
Off the top.
Chad Daniels just flattens James Roth. And it's still Brendan Collins and Corey Diamond in there. And Papa Collins.
Bobby's
the Rebel Bobby
rope.
Collins comes back.
Oh!
Look at this. Back to his feet. Oh! Submission maneuver. The swinging neck breaker like Ken Patera used to. And that's too much. Your winner in this big 6-man tag team matchup, the Collins boys, the Rebel Bobby Collins, Brendan Collins, and Chad Daniels. right here on CWE Adrenaline.
It's been too quiet around here. There's a huge void. We're really excited. I can't wait to hear. I can't believe it. Thank you for the support, and let's go.
Look who it is.
Good to be on with you guys.
The first thing I'm thinking is like Summer of Jack Daniels.
There'd have been a whole lot of people not going to work the next day.
I was just trying to enjoy a beautiful day in Winnipeg.
Nice new format you got going. I'm loving that background in the back.
Well, thank you for having me.
Next week on CWE Adrenaline, you will see the Degenerates in action. AJ Sanchez, the Canadian Crusher, goes one-on-one with Big Bobby Shink. And in our main event, the headline, Sean Martins teams with your CWE champion, Hotshot Danny Duggan, to take on Kevin Cannon and Mentalo.
Dr. Marty Goldstein here in our CWE Adrenaline interview area with Mentalo. I've known you an awful long time, and I've watched you overcome a lot of obstacles in the course of your career, both the physical, mental obstacles, and the challenges of what your opponents try to throw at you. And I've never seen a situation where you were forced to basically agree to an enemy to be your partner, to work your way through to get what is rightfully yours, an opportunity to win the CWE championship.
Well, normally, Marty, when you go into tag match, it's usually 50-50. But now with Kevin Cannon being my tag team partner, 63, whatever that is. Anyways, Marty, the deck is stacked against me. But you know what? I don't care. Because my goal is the CWE championship. So whether that's Danny Duggan, whether that's Sean Martins, I don't care. Both of them can barely walk as it is, Marty. Both of them are coming in with injured legs, and there's nothing I would like to do more than to break both of their legs.
Obviously, your sight, your prime, so next week here on Adrenaline, you're ready to accept Kevin Cannon, standing in your corner as your partner, facing off against Duggan and Sean Martins.
Listen, I don't need Kevin Cannon. He doesn't even have to tag in, Marty. I feel like I am so confident in myself, I could get the job done all alone. If it has to be that way, then that's how it's going to be. I have no doubt in my mind that I will beat either one, whoever it is, for the CWE championship.
There you have it, Mentalo. He's full of confidence in his quest for the CWE title. More action in just a few moments.
For over a decade, Canadian Wrestling's Elite has hosted live events in more than 100 cities and towns across Canada. For information on upcoming events or how you can book CWE to appear at your event, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or on our website, cwecanada.net. This is our television main event. Coming down to the ring, you see him on your screen right now, the headline. Sean Martins, of course, teaming with his mentor, manager, business consultant, if you will, the mastermind, Kevin Cannon.
Oh, don't you mean Mentelo's tag team partner next week? Can you imagine Mentelo, after all that he's been, getting jobbed out of the Rumble to Remember Championship, now with a quest to get back into the title picture, has to team with Kevin Collins against his friends? This is a joke.
I cannot agree with you more. I cannot disagree with anything you said. Mentelo for the last, I would say, 9 months here in the CWE has been disregarded. I know it's a conspiracy, and I know it's been headed by the mastermind Kevin Cannon. And here come the opponents. Josh Holliday, a man that used to be under the spell of the mastermind Kevin Cannon, and he's going one-on-one with the rugged veteran, the 123approved.ca hardcore champion, EZ Ryder.
Wow, Josh Cheeks, Holliday, and Kevin Cannon have had a number of violent matches. I'm still hurting from watching the strapping that took place a few months ago. But no love lost, and truly one of the great feuds in 2021 in CWE.
Talking about our August internet pay-per-view at Lilac Resort. The strap was out, that's for sure, and there's still a huge animosity between those two. But EZ Ryder, what a great tag team partner for Josh Holliday.
Tons of experience. He's got a gold belt around his waist, being the hardcore champion. And they're going to need to work together. I mean, we can say all we want about the scruples of Kevin Cannon and Sean Martins, but we know they're going to be an incredibly difficult tag team to beat tonight.
EZ Ryder, the man, has done it all in the world of wrestling. Of course, now our hardcore champion, and I can't think of a more craftier veteran. The stuff up his sleeve, and Kevin Cannon now. We've seen Kevin Cannon try to do this before, try to reason with him. Maybe tells him, hey, let's go for a beer and forget this. But I know the EZ Ryder just won't fall for that.
Yeah, well, last week, Kevin Cannon literally did go for a beer, walking out in the middle of his match, losing by countout, and not giving a damn about it.
Absolutely. Something needs to be done. This feud needs to come to a big finale, and then Kevin Cannon now with a low kick tries this. Josh Holliday stops him. Cannon hard into the turnbuckles, and another one. Bingo! Oh, puts that foot up, he says. Here we go! Ding! Oh!
Great start for Holliday and EZ Ryder, Dave.
And he comes over to make the tag to...
That might be all we see of Kevin Cannon tonight, if history tells us anything.
You're absolutely right. And as you mentioned before, the man who won the 50-man Rumble to Remember under controversial circumstances.
To say the least.
Absolutely hooks up with Josh Holliday. Got to hand it to Martins, though. He is one great wrestler. I don't know what he's doing with Kevin Cannon.
Well, and, obviously he's going to be tag teaming with the man with the belt, Hotshot Danny Duggan, so you wonder if maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. Martin's waiting for his opportunity, but I'll tell you what, the deck is stacked against Mentelo with the way things are shaping up for next week.
That's coming up on next week's Cwe Adrenaline. I don't know what's going to happen on that one. I've been around wrestling for a long, long time, and I've never seen circumstances like this. Mentelo teaming with Kevin Cannon, and some double teaming action. And now Kevin Cannon, he's an opportunist. Gets back in the ring only when the going gets not good for him, or gets good for him, and not rough. He's a guy that bails out a lot. That's what I'm trying to say.
He literally walked out of the ring last week, Dave, against Josh Cheeks Holliday and just said, "See ya later." Hasn't done that yet, but he's got the headline Sean Martins to help him out tonight in this tag team competition.
Sean Martins now with a hard chop to Josh Holliday in the corner and pulls him out. Suplex coming up, perhaps. Oh, bounces him. Tremendous impact. Goes to the cover, hooks the leg, 1, 2. Like we've said before, the man has the pedigree. He has the credentials. He is a former champion, CWE Central Canadian champion, former HIW Grand Champion. Sean Martins, and now messing around with the Cannon Corporation.
Yeah, well, he's also the Remember champion, and with this title shot that comes with it, but everything else that's going on with it, teaming with the champion next week in Hotshot Danny Duggan. What a bizarre set of circumstances.
Well, you keep your enemies closer. You never know what's going to happen. And if I'm Danny Duggan, I might be looking over my shoulder, because you're right. It's like he has that title shot at his earliest convenience. Could be our next internet pay-per-view. Could be anywhere. Could be all over Western Canada. Kevin Cannon now just pulls Holliday back in after choking him on the middle rope. Comes back with a big fist to the top of the head.
Bottom line is, the headline is surrounding himself with some of the most nefarious individuals in professional wrestling right now, and that can't be good for Mentolo in next week's tag team match.
You're absolutely correct. A couple of hard right hands to the head of Josh Holliday. Look again with the impressive wrestling credentials this man has. Now Josh Holliday needs to make a tag to the man, and does make that tag, but the referee's back was turned. The referee didn't see the tag.
Wake up, Stripes.
Good grief. Like the referee in the Toronto Maple Leaf Winnipeg Jets game. Don't see nothing.
And now, of course, Josh Holliday, after making a fully legal tag, finds himself getting double-teamed by Kevin Cannon and the headline.
He loves that double teams, loves that taking advantage, bending the rules, if you will. The referee did not see that tag, and that was just, sometimes I think they need to have two referees in these tag matches.
Tell you what, Josh Cheeks Holliday, from what we've seen, taking the strap, the fight that this young man has had in this feud with the Cannon Corporation, we know there's absolutely no quit in Holliday, and we won't see any tonight, Dave.
Absolutely not. The man is focused on basically beating up on Kevin Cannon all the time. He doesn't back down from the challenge. And now, did the referee see that tag?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Clothesline, another clothesline. EZ Ryder is on fire. Picks him up, big body slam. And Kevin Cannon gets one too. Boom!
Both of them, double slam by EZ Ryder. He's still got it, Dave.
And picking them both up, maybe a noggin knocker. Like a couple of coconuts.
That one is gonna ring a couple bells.
Absolutely. Oh no!
What's this?
The Canadian Crusher!
AJ Sanchez?
What's he doing here? He has nothing to do with that.
Kevin O'Doyle out at the ringside too.
These are both members of the Cannon Corporation. The fix is in.
We should have expected something like this, Dave. When does it not happen? Every single time with the Cannon Corporation.
Well, your winner by disqualification will be EZ Ryder and Josh Holliday, but EZ Ryder does not look like a winner right now in the middle of that ring.
He's not feeling like a winner very much either, looking up at the entire Cannon Corporation.
Just disgraceful. That's all the time we have this week on CWE Adrenaline. Join us next week, right here